Hi, my name is Benjamin Gao. I'm from Hawaii, and I'm a full-time student. Sure, yeah. For family, they took care of me when I was young. But, I care about them because, that's the culture that I grew in. We respect our elders, our parents, stuff like that. So I'm studying public admin right now, kind of focused on criminal justice senior year before I graduate. So I gotta get, friends, they've influenced me. I played Summoner's War with them, and they're the people that I socialize mainly with, I met somebody in Summoner's War that lives in Hawaii. He was a guild leader of my guild, and then he introduced me to get into that guild. I finally met him, and then we finally connected, and I'm like, oh, hey, you're that guy, stuff like that, yeah. The most important, what I think about, well, I remind myself every month is when are we getting Witcher Season 2 on Netflix? We're getting it soon, boys. My personality type is a console, ESFJ, is a person with an extroverted, no, I think it has some merit, I think a lot of people are classed like that, I guess. I think I'm just somebody that, is can be relied on, is dependable. Being attentive, allows me to focus on how people draft and knowing how they draft before they draft. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I can kind of tell like how this player is gonna go and what my options are. So for monster deck, I would rate myself as a 4 because I have all the main elements except for the LD5s. You have to have your 2 CC element. You gotta have a wind and fire. So you got Chung Pong, you got Carnal. And then you got to have like a speed lead stripper, which is what Moore is. So if you have those 3 elements, water, wind, and fire, it's just all around, it's covered all around. So for runes, I would rate myself as a 3. I don't really have the best or the fastest runes. I think I have a good amount of depth, but that's about it. I think the discrepancy is I pick the monsters that kind of just like are streamlined, so they're not really like, overpowered, too overtuned, but it's not, they're all pretty balanced. They have a good balance. So I have a good pool of monsters to choose from. So for drafting, I would rate myself as a 4. Nothing too special. I just draft normally how most players draft. With you have to have your crowd control units, your speed leads. If your opponent does something different, you can just tech in something that might give them a hard time. Yeah.
Win Ryu! We have not seen a Win Ryu yet.
I don't know how well this is going to play out. I did talk about the pocket picks, but this is something I never would have expected in a million years.
Zefarious wraps up his draft with a Juno.
When I used to play against Giana, it was almost uncounterable. So the only way to counter it was to ban it or to pick it yourself. And in most cases, most players don't have that, aren't fortunate to have that unit. Giana got me into SWC boys. Experience, I rate myself as a 4. I've been playing for quite some time, but I think last season was the time where I really reached the highest I've been. That's my best rank.
Real strong unit, but we've got Zefarious right here. And Zefarious, once again, he's another Giana user, just like Trockmoose, so we're gonna see them going back and forth with that unit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Giana abusers play against each other.
All right, bam, stats. Zefarious right here, a worthy opponent, leveling up at the right time in the hundreds over in season 15, but season 16, but over in season 17, turned it on and finished over 18th stone.
Toa just reset it, and then I summoned 1 LD scroll from the reward, and then I got the Giana, and yeah, Giana changes things. All right, so for mental endurance, I rate myself as a 5. You know, mainly because, or you gain more from losses than wins. For luck, I rate myself as a 3 because, you know, luck, it comes and goes. You know, a lot of people think, oh, luck, you know, I'm so lucky or whatever, luck sack or whatever. But, you know, it's 50-50. That's how it is. My mindset's just to have fun, you know. And I like, you know, interacting with other players, you know. Kind of like gouging at what they're gonna do, you know, and kind of playing with them and playing around them, you know. Just that interaction is just what I'm looking forward to.